Hi there. In this video, we're going to take a look at solving equations using multiplication and division. Let's take a look here at problem number 1. I see that 91 equals 7y. And I look at the variable, I ask myself, what's happening to the variable? It's being multiplied by 7. So we're going to do the opposite of multiplying by 7. Now, the opposite of multiplying by 7 is to divide by 7. So I'm going to divide by 7 over here. But I'm going to divide by 7 over here. You remember that whatever we do to one side of the equation, we've got to do to the other side. Now, multiplying by 7 and dividing by 7, those cancel each other out. So we're left with the y all by itself here. And then you may use your calculator here. 91 divided by 7 gives me 13. And that is my solution here. Now, number 2 and number 3 are going to require that we write an equation first. So let's make a few notes. I want you to know what the words mean here. The word is means equals. The word of means multiply. Okay, so when we translate the sentence to an equation, I'm literally going to make those conversions. Okay, 42 is means equals. So do that. 35%. Now, when you see percentages, I want you to convert them to decimals. So you want to do 35. We'll put a little note here. 35 divided by 100 gives me 0.35. So I'm going to put 0.35. See the word of, that means multiply. What number? That's an x or a variable. We can choose A as ours. So is means equals, of means multiply. Now look at what's happening to the variable. It's being multiplied by 0.35. So we have to do the opposite of multiplying by 0.35, which is to divide by 0.35. Remember, whatever we do to one side of the equation, got to do to the other side. So you can put this in your calculator. 42 divided by 0.35 is going to give us 120. And remember, my multiplying by 0.3 divided by 0.35, those cancel, giving me just A equals 120. Now, let's practice that again. Number 3, what is 65% of, there we go, it's our key words. So what, we'll just let that be x, is means equals 65. Remember, we're going to come over to the side and divide by 100 to get our decimal. 0.65 of means times 80. Now this one, the x is already by itself, so we'll go ahead and multiply. 0.65 times 80 gives me 52. All right. One more like this, just for the translation. This one's a little bit more difficult because it has more decimals in it. 44.5% of what number is, so let's make those conversions again. Come over to the side and do your 44.5 divided by 100. Your calculator will take care of the decimal. That's going to give you 0.445. Okay, that's what we'll use in our equation. 0.445 of means multiply. What number? X is means equals 36.846. Now what's happening to your variable? It's being multiplied by 0.445. So we're going to do the opposite, which is to divide by 0.445. These are going to cancel. It's going to leave me with x equals, now this you're going to definitely put in your calculator, 36.846 divided by 0.445 gives me 82.8. All right. Now, let's finish up with just a couple of solving ones. We don't have to translate these. So number 5, a plus 4.32 equals 8.17. So we look at our variable. What's happening to it? It's being added. We're going to do the opposite of adding 4.32. That's to subtract 4.32. Remember, we do it to whatever we do to one side of the equation, we've got to do to the other side. So over here, my plus 4.32 minus 4.32 cancel, leaving me with an A equals, now we'll go ahead and make this subtraction, 8.17 minus 4.32 gives us 3.85. And that's my solution. So remember, whatever is happening to the variable, you now know how to solve because you got to do the opposite of that. All right, one more. And of course, we saved the fraction for last. So we've got what's happening to the variable. It's being multiplied by -5/7. So of course, you know we're going to do the opposite. The opposite of multiplying by -5/7 is to divide by -5/7. I know some of you are cringing because of the uh, fractions here, but that's okay. We're going to make it through. All right. So those two cancel, leaving me with a B. And so here is the dilemma is how do I put that in my calculator? I've got -35 divided by -5/7. Let me write it in a little bit different format because it's going to make a little bit better sense if I write it like this. Now, when we divide fractions, we flip the second fraction only and multiply. So I'm going to rewrite this as a multiply problem, but I'm going to flip this fraction. Now, if you're, and I'm sure you're going to put that in your calculator. Let me show you what I would do. I would do -35 times sign 7 and do equal. Then do the divide by -5. Okay. And then do equals. And that's going to allow you to get your answer. So you've got -35 divided by 7. I'm sorry, -35 times 7 divide by 5, -5 equals, I got 49, friends. I got positive 49. Practice with that. Practice putting that in your calculator so that you don't have any mistakes there. Let me know if I can help in any way in the comments below. Bye, friends.